Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at adding documents and items to your Google Classroom page. So we'll go ahead and head in to one of your classes and head for classwork. And then you'll notice up at the top there is a blue button that says Create. So you'll go ahead and you will select that button and it will give you several options. This is where you would initially add your topics for things like resources and your days of the week. But this is also where you will be adding things like assignments, any quizzes you might want to make for the students, certain materials, and you can even reuse posts that you've already created. So if we were going to add an assignment, I'll go ahead and select that. You'll get to put in a title. So we'll put like first day of school welcome activity. And this is where you can then down below go in and put in instructions. Take a few moments to introduce yourself or whatever instructions you needed to put. If you needed to attach something, like if you had a image or a document you wanted to add from your Drive or a YouTube video, you could add that there. If you had something directly on your computer and not in your Drive, you wanted to upload it or include a link, you can do all of that here. Over to the side, you can tell which classes you want to assign the assignment or activity to. So you could select multiple classes. Or within a single class, if you wanted to select which students, if you only wanted to give something to specific students, you could do that here with this drop down. So maybe a student needed a different version of something for an accommodation. You could give them a version all to themselves using this option. You can adjust points here. You can go up to 100 or more if you need to. You can make it ungraded. Or you can go in and just make it, maybe it's going to be worth 5 points. You'll be able to select a due date. You can either leave it so there's nothing in there, or you can go in, use the calendar feature, and maybe I want this due on Friday the 16th, and I want it to post at 11:59 p.m. so my kids can finish it up for homework. And then if you want, you can make it so the assignment closes once the submissions are due and the due date has passed, but I like to leave it open so that way if for any reason a student needs to finish an assignment late, they have that option. And then you can add what topic you want this to post under. So maybe you were posting it on that first Thursday, so I would post it for that Thursday. There is an option for a rubric. You would have to go in and build that and create that. But the nice part is once you already have a rubric created for an assignment, it is saved within Google Classroom. So if you reuse the assignment, you can use that rubric again. And they do have a plagiarism checker. I actually don't have a lot of experience using that one, but I believe some of our ELA teachers do, and they would probably be a great resource if you wanted to ask about that one. Once you have all of your settings confirmed for what you want, you would go ahead and just click Assign up here in the right corner, or you can click the drop down and you could save it as a draft if you knew you needed to make some changes later, or you could even schedule it. I know some of us will prep on Friday afternoons or Sundays, get everything set for the week, and so we'll schedule things to show up as we need them throughout the week. So I'll show you what that looks like. For scheduling, it's very similar to picking the due date. You just tell what day you want it to show up on. So maybe I didn't want it to show up until the 15th, and I want it to show up at 8 a.m. Or I could even go in and adjust exactly like I want it to show up 5 minutes before my third period class. I have that capability. And I would just hit schedule, and it will post when it's ready. And on your page, once you're back in classwork, it will show up like this. The students won't be able to see it yet. Only you are able to see it until it posts, and it will be kind of grayed out until the students, until it's posted, until the students can see it. The other tool you might use, aside from assignment, is very similar, is material. You can still put in a title, you can still put in descriptions, link anything you might use for the students. You can include it to a specific topic, give it to multiple classes, maybe specific students, but it's not going to actually be an assignment that students can work on. I use this one a lot if I'm posting like YouTube videos I want them to use, or research links that I know they're going to use for an assignment. So it's not something that they are going to work on in Google Classroom or in Google Docs and turn into me. It might be something they're using with like a worksheet. And then it will post just the same way. All right, those are the main tools you might use on Google Classroom. If you have any questions and you want to know more about like a quiz assignment or the questions, feel free to come ask me. I'm happy to go over those.